Alright, what's up everybody? So today's gonna be a different kind of video. I'm gonna be doing a class guide for Star Wars The Old Republic because I looked for this information everywhere when I was trying to find a class to play and it just wasn't available anywhere on YouTube. So here it is, the ultimate class guide. So first off, I'm just gonna go into a random server with no characters. When you hop in, you'll be creating a character, and when you pick one, the other side has mirror classes and different storylines as well. So for the storylines, you can pick any of the Force classes with Jedi Knight and Jedi Consular, and you can pick any of the Force classes on Sith with Warrior and Inquisitor. And with the tech classes, there's an interesting setup here where there's 4 classes to choose from and 4 mirror classes, which are like identical but use a different weapon type, so the theme feels different. And the Trooper is also a tech class. It has its own storyline, very different from Smuggler. The mirror for the Smuggler is going to be the Bounty Hunter, and the mirror for the Trooper is going to be the Imperial Agent. And all 8 of the class stories are going to be completely different from each other, just sort of identical because Force and tech class. And now I'm going to get into all the classes and show you their passives and abilities. Alright, so for the Mercenary Commando style, you're going to have a healer class spec, direct damage range spec, and damage over time range spec. They're all good. It doesn't really matter what you pick. It's just about flavor and what you like preferentially. For the Operative and Scoundrel, you have the damage over time setup, direct damage, and they're both melee. And your medicine healer setup is going to be melee and ranged. For the Vanguard and Power Tech classes, you have the defensive melee spec, damage over time melee spec, and direct damage melee spec. And the damages kind of look like this. This is how the passives work. When you get to one of these, you pick one of the 3. So you'll get up here at level 39, you pick one of these 3 to be your main passive. And when you get to these, you don't pick, you just get them all. For the Gunslinger and Sniper classes, you're going to be using direct damage ranged for the spec. This is a mix of damage over time with direct damage, and virulence is your damage over time range spec. Alright, that was all the tech classes. Now for the Force classes, you have the Sage and Sorcerer, which are going to be healer, direct damage, and damage over time. And the difference between the mirrored classes is Force Jedi uses like telekinesis and push abilities, whereas Sith Force users use lightning. For the Assassin and Shadow classes, you have the defensive spec, which is tank, and they're going to be melee. Deception, which is direct damage, and they're mainly melee. And then their damage over time spec, which is mainly melee with some ranged. It doesn't say that, but it has it. For the Juggernaut and Guardian classes, you have their defensive spec, damage over time spec, and direct damage spec. This is a melee Force user class. Last but not least, the Sentinel and Marauder classes are your dual wield Force user, and they're mainly melee with the specs being damage over time, direct damage, and hybrid damage. So as you can see, the specs make all the classes and they're all pretty much the same damage wise, like output wise, they're all identical in my opinion. It's all a matter of taste. Direct damage is a lot better looking half the time if you're looking for PvP. Damage over time is great for solo and PvE stuff. If you want to play like healer or tank or whatever, you can go ahead and do that if you want. Always needed in a party. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope it helps out some people. And let me know if I missed anything or you need any info other than this in the comments below. Thank you for watching. See you guys.